G'day fellas, welcome to the 5th game in the series between Aizamk versus Mitoe. For anybody unfamiliar with how this matchup works or how this series works, it's the blind civ matchup. Each player comes in only knowing the map. They don't know the civilization that their opponent is going to pick. And as a result, it means that the matchups are a little bit more wild than what they normally would be. However, we have a very interesting matchup today. We have Aizamk on the British up against Mitoe in the north of the map on the Spanish. And for anybody who's familiar with this matchup, oh boy, this is going to be tough for Mitoe. So Mitoe is ahead in score at the moment. Mitoe's on 9 points, Aizamk's on 3. Now you might have think, wow, they played 12 games. No, they did not. They did not play 12 games. They've simply played 4 games so far. And each player has been awarded 3 points every time that they've won. Now, Aizamk is actually playing, actually both players are now playing civilizations that are worth 2 points. So a 2-point civilization is a more common civilization. Let's say it that way. They're a more common civilization, a better balanced, not a better balanced, a civilization that is considered stronger than other civilizations. So we've got the Spanish and the British, who, in my opinion, right now, if we were to go off H's tier list, so for anybody unfamiliar with H is a top level player. He just did a recent tier list on YouTube. You can find that one. Link in the description. No, in all seriousness though, if you just search for H YouTube, he actually did a tier list and he put both the British and the Spanish in his top tier. He said the British are the best civilization and the Spanish are the second best civilization. So really going to be a great matchup here. We've got both players starting with a trading post. Mitoe. Not like this, Mitoe. Mitoe, what are you doing, buddy? Get back up there. Gaspar, you can't be killing the jade encrusted jaguar skull worth 135 coin. Mitoe, get up there. Oh no, not like this. Oh man, that feels so bad, doesn't it? Oh, you know what? I couldn't see the line of sight on Ace's TP. I was like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. They both of them were affected by the shift click bug. Oh man. It's thanks, DA. Just definitive edition things. Mitoe now picking up that 135 coin treasure, still not realizing his TP hasn't been built. Please, not like this, Mitoe. You've already missed one pass. Don't miss a second, please. Oh my gosh, where is it? It's okay, it's still coming. He could still realize. He's not going to realize. He's so far away. Not realizing that Ace's Explorer is right here. Doesn't he? Does he have the crack shot? I think he has the crack shot. He doesn't have the crack shot. Imagine if he loses his Explorer. If his Explorer gets snared by Ace right here, I guess Ace is taking his own treasure. He's kind of like, you know what? I'll let you take that treasure. I'm not too fast. I'm going to take my own treasure. We'll call it a day. We'll go our separate ways. Ace now moving to age up. So picking up that hunting dogs in age 1 with a market start. We'll take a look at Mitoe. We'll see whether he's got that yet. He doesn't have his hunting dogs yet. Oh, Mitoe. Oh, Mitoe. In a matchup that's already so difficult, this happens. Man, that feels so bad. There are so many bugs with the trading post at the moment, unfortunately. I don't know why they're so bugged. Not opting to move the scout yet. Definitely focusing in on this 100 food over here. Getting his age up in queue. Going up with the governor, indicating that he does want to do that fast fortress, potentially. But it definitely does look like that when it came to Mitoe, this might not have actually been the bug. I suspect... Oh, it might have been the bug. Okay, so probably what happened... was he was like he sent his Explorer to go build the trading post. It built like halfway and he grabbed his Explorer and he was like shift click, like shift clicking around the map like that, like you can see down on the mini map like that, and then not realizing that it pulled it off because you just forget. You know, Mitoe's played hundreds of games with this shift click bug, but still it's going to happen. You're still going to forget those times. So you know it's just one of those things that happens. Now I'm curious. Okay, you've got a build limit on your war dogs. If you take this war dog treasure, does that increase or like does that stay? Like, is that counted towards your total? Can you get 6 war dogs? Because this is a stray war dog in need of rescue. It's not a Spanish war dog. Now, finally realizing, moving back the Explorer. My Explorer is not very smart. Indeed, he's not. I love the way these guys chat, man. This is it's so like wholesome. Like, you know, no one's imploring the other player to resign. You know, no one's there's not too much smack talk. It's like both players are quite wholesome. What do we got going on here? We got a bit of a wall going up. Aizamk, the British player, putting down a wall, Let's take a look at his deck. I would suspect that with a wall like this, we're probably going to be seeing a bit of a water deck coming out. What? There's no water at all. There's no... Why are you walling like that? Is he just... Oh, I see. Okay, because the outpost was eventually going to come through here. So I think he's just walling it off so that, like, the outpost feels less inclined to do that. Like, if you're Mitoe, right, and you see this wall, you're going to have your outpost wagon, and you're going to be like, going for 5 villages first. Opening with the 5 villages. Let's see where he puts this outpost down. I'm going to be curious to see. He's just told it to come up here. I think, you know, just prioritizing this coin mine. That's got to be it. Probably doesn't want his opponent. It's so smart. I just love the way that he manipulates this. So just by putting down this 20 wood wall, he manipulates his opponent. Oh, it's going to get cancelled. The barracks is there. Oh, it feels bad, man. Now we got the explorer snaring as well. Is he just going to put the outpost down right here? I suspect he will. So now the outpost moving away. Really, really cool how he can manipulate his opponent's play just by doing this. So now this is in a terrible position for him. And to be honest, it's not a bad position. It's up against this tree line here. This tree line's quite nice. It's going to be more difficult to siege, but it's going to be very easy for, you know, 5 pikes just to come out of here, start sieging this down. We'll take a look at Ace's perspective. He doesn't have any units coming in yet. We do have the 5 pikes coming out, though. We've also got the Explorer sieging this down. Explorer's got 229 health, so it's going to take at least 12 hits from the tower. 12. Actually, I take that back. Only, what, about 8 hits now? Maybe 9 hits. And so the pikeman is going to come out. Look at that. The tower's already taken 650 damage just from the Explorer sieging it down this entire time. And that's really the consequence of putting down this wall. You can tell your opponent's wagon where you want it to go. And that's exactly what happened. Now we've got the pikes coming out. We'll watch. Does he pull back the Explorer? I would be expecting he pulls back the Explorer. I don't want to see him giving over that experience to the Spanish player. Doesn't look like he's going to be pulling it back. It's too late to apologize at this point. That is definitely going to be a tower going down. 45 experience going over. He just realized at the last second. You saw him move it. Now we're going to be watching. He's going to put his pikeman into cover mode as well. So there's the first pikeman. Watch it go into cover mode. Here it comes. Don't worry. It'll come. It'll come eventually. Here it comes. Never mind. It didn't come because it didn't need to. Outpost now going down completely. Really, really well played by Aze. Just showing his demonstrating, like, he's out of the box thinking. He hasn't even look at the searching he's done. He's scouted just a very small ring around his base. Now it's time to go do a ring around the opponent's base. Do a bit of scouting there. Speaking of ring around his opponent's base, the native scout has done the exact same thing. We've now got the 700 wood coming in. Age up in queue. A little bit of a late age up. This is the consequence of going 5 villagers first instead of 700 coin. Is you delay your age up by about 40 seconds. Realistically, this should have been in queue about 5 minutes 30. So quite a late age up. Keep in mind the trading post didn't get built initially. 5 pikes moving in. Going to be seeing what damage that they can do. Now, keep in mind, these pikes aren't going to be able to do a lot against Spain. Because Spain, your Explorer, has the ability to train war dogs. But these muskets are going to be doing a fair bit of work. First villager now going down. Aizamk taking out the first villager. Barracks going up for Mitoe as well. He's got 700 wood. It almost feels like a bit of a greedy shipment, to be honest. Because I don't know what you're going to be doing with 700 wood when you don't have your outpost up. Like... what's he going up? He's going up with the scout, so not going up. There's a lot of people that have been going up with the covered wagon recently. I've been seeing it more and more, but I guess in this matchup, you probably need units a bit more than you need a town center, so good to see. But it's almost like a Portuguese bonus. You know, a lot of people think the Portuguese, all right, if you were to take a look at them, you got the 3 town centers, okay? But if you age up with a covered wagon, you're basically playing the Portuguese as Spain. And Spain is so much cooler than the Portuguese, so really nice play. Looks like he's going to be losing this house, just deleting the house and saying, nah, fuck you, man. I don't know if I agree with that, because now he's bought time for his opponent. His opponent could have been sieging that down. Now he loses a villager for it. He could have just committed to the house, not lost the 100 wood, and then lost that villager in the first place, but a little bit of a tough spot for him nonetheless. And now some muskets coming out. More muskets being trained. So let's go take a look at Aze, see what he's up to. Sending in 5 settlers from the home city, up to 45 settlers. Doing a pretty decent Virginia Company boom as well. So he's got up 20 manor houses. So going to be popping up the last 2. There's the first of the last ones. And there's the second one. Oh no, that's the villager being trained. Now we've got the last one. So up to 48 villagers now at 7 minutes 40. This is one of the strongest things about the British, is they're able to do Virginia Company booms. We've got the age up now, 7 minutes 48. Hussar's going to be coming in, getting that snare. Are we going to see Minutemen called from the home city, or from the town center? We don't see... Oh, the Minutemen are popped out. I was looking in the queue. I didn't see any Minutemen. Minutemen are getting called out. Going to be able to be doing a fair bit of damage. Muskets managing to run away. A couple of them being gotten through. The muskets weren't snaring the cavalry. They were focusing on the muskets on the back line, and as a result, it means, yo, get these muskets up here. And as a result, it meant that these weren't being snared. Now we've got pikemen harassing the local villagers on the back line. Looks like Mitoe's going to be able to pull this one out at the moment. 2 falconets coming in as the first shipment. He's got no villagers on coin, though. Really needs to focus this. He's going to be losing another settler. He's down to 22 settlers. He manages to get that one just inside in time. 1 pikeman sieging, the other one attacking the settler. Both pikes going down. This scout still sitting right here. This native scout hasn't even moved this entire point in the game. It's still sitting underneath this treasure. Surely surely it's done a bit of a runaround. I must be mistaken at this point. Now the Hussars getting a lot of value in. 5 Huss coming out for A's. Bit of a swing that's going to happen in right now. These Huss are really going to swing the battle. I'd love to see 3 Huss move over. Maybe do a bit of a trample attack on these Minutemen. Just get that extra damage in. Muskets now going into melee. Going to be dealing with this. A's, where are your muskets, man? You're going to be over here. Okay, now the Minutemen going down as well. There we go. 700 coin coming in behind this. Probably going to be seeing A's commit to age 2 here. I wouldn't be surprised. One of the more common things that we do see in this matchup is this the British player committing to age 2.
Yes.
And now we've got the 700 coin, so he's going to be picking up that 700 coin, going to be able to finish this batch of Hussars. Probably going to be dropping down a 3rd military production building. So he's got a stable, he's got a barracks. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2nd barracks being dropped down and going double ranks with the stable off that 700 coin. There's more than enough resources at this point to be able to do that. 51 villagers. He does have placer mines. Let's check his upgrades. He's got steel traps as well. Take a look at the villagers gathering wood. Does he have? Let's have a look. He's got gang saw as well. So got all of the important market upgrades. Obviously, not having log fume or amalgamation. Those are a bit more expensive. And even though as the British, you want to be getting those upgrades, it's still a bit early in the game for those. Now bringing in cavalry hit points. Cav hit points makes me think he may go for a double stable. We've got a single stable still going up now. Still a single racks.
Ready.
Cav coming out now. We've got 8 cav on the field, 8 hussars. There were 2 falconets that were going to be shipped in. The 2 falconets have arrived, but there's not a big enough mass to protect them. The 2 falconets are going to be going down here 100%. 8 cav, there's no way. Look at the cute little micro that he's managing to do here. Just the Mitoe just really trying his best to keep them alive for as long as possible, but managing to get off a single shot. Going to be losing all of his falconets now, and that feels so bad. Just the Rodoleros just coming out just a little bit too late. If those falcons had been just sitting behind his town center, not sitting out here, it would have been a different story. It would have been a completely different game. A's now pulling ahead 5k in score. Native Scout just sitting here underneath the 2nd racks that is going down, so no double stable that we do see. Looks like the Hussar almost going to be losing its life. 17 HP left. The Rodoleros now catching the Hussars. Mitoe managing to do well right here. Picking off a couple of the Hussars. Looks like this one may get snared. Manages to get away just in time. Too fast for you. And Hussars now harassing the local villagers once again. This Native Scout still doing a bit of work, giving plenty of intel. We've got an age up in the queue. Going up with the Adventurer, not even committing to age 2. He says, I have got enough. I've got enough value out of age 2. I'm satisfied I can go to age 3. I don't even need to push it. Dropping down 3 Raxes. He means business right now. Damn. This is crazy amount of Raxes right here. Still nothing on water at this stage. Both players ignoring water, despite there being so many resources in the sea. I see a lot of people advocating for more fish in the sea, but to be honest, there's a lot of fish already in the sea. We've got 1 whale, 2 whales, 3 whales, 4 whales, 5 whales. I thought there was only 1 whales, and it was like a little bit west of England. But it turns out there's actually 5 whales, and there's a whole bunch of fish. I'm not going to count them all because, I'll be honest, I'm not that good at counting, but that looks like a lot to me. So, impressive stuff. We've now got the 5 Lancers coming out. Lancers are going to be able to connect 100% with the Minuteman. I said with the Minuteman, but it looks like they're just picking up muskets. Rodolero is going to be moving into position. Curious that he made the decision to keep the Minutemen alive. But now these muskets are going to get cleaned up. So Mitoe definitely winning a small battle here. Someone in chat saying there's only 4 whales. 1 whale, 2 whales, 3 whales, 4 whales, 5 whales. Buddy, you got to check yourself. You got to check yourself, mate, because I'm telling you, I'm not good at maths, but I can count to 5, all right? That's 5. We got Hussars now on the back line. We got 6 Hussars out. Aizamk reaching the 3rd age. Aging up with the 7 longbow, so not going with the town center. Sending in the 2 falconets. Now, keep in mind, he's not going to be able to have a falconet war because, well, there's no falconets for Mitoe anymore. Mitoe's falconets have gone down. So a really big dent in Mitoe's army. It would have been a lot more potent of an attack had he actually retained those units. Now the lance is going in, going to be able to connect with a huge, massive muskets, and the muskets saying, "Sure, bring it in, baby. We don't care." So no skirmishes here, just veteran muskets of his own. British muskets haven't been upgraded yet. We've got those veterans here coming in right now. The 2 falconets probably going to be coming in from this shipment point. This fight did happen a little bit preemptively. A's taking I would say not the best fight, but still just coming out on top. Despite, not having his veterancy, not having his 2 falconets, which actually went to the home city instead of to that forward outpost. And just turning the fight massively, up 6k points, hasn't even taken out all of the units. Going to be able to get a snare off with the hussars, and at this point, I would say the game looks pretty darn close to over. Especially when you consider, look at the economy that he's got right now. Just absolutely booming right now. He's like a third world country that is, a developing country that's like up and coming, and they get a few call centers, and now their economy's booming. They've got like infrastructure programs. Everything is going right now for A's. It's looking really, really good. When we take a look at Mitoe, he's got nothing in queue. He's got a shipment in queue, but there's nothing really on the way. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're now in a position where Mitoe's got, 5 Rodoleros, 13 veteran musketeers, and he's got a dream, I'll say that much. Dropping down to second stable and second barracks, but at this point, I tell you what, it's going to be tough. Those falconets, they're quite potent, aren't they? A's now shipping in musketeer combat, so really committing to this musk play. I would have loved to have seen some more skirms out from Mitoe, but unfortunately, it's nice to see that A's is able to even up this series, getting a really good matchup on this map, and especially in a position where he didn't know what the matchup was gonna be, and they're on match point, and they're both playing tier 1 civs. Like the civs could have been reversed, and good game being called right there. So the civs could have been reversed, and it could have gone the other way completely, but a really nice matchup there for A's. Really well played by A's as well. Just demonstrating a wonderful Virginia Company boom.